The real conservative Project 2025 is something that I've talked about quite frequently for especially the past couple of years, when I recognized somewhere along the way in the Trump administration, I started noticing, or maybe it was even before the Trump administration, I just started noticing that the Republicans had no interest in utilizing the legislative body at all, and that they wanted to get their will across in an area where they can more easily redistrict and dominate, which is states. At the state level, Republicans could dominate the state Senate and the state House of Representatives and basically push for whatever their agenda is at the state level. And then the second part comes into play. The judiciary comes into play only after they've already dominated at the state level, which is crazy given they're way overrepresented in the legislative via Senate and gerrymandering. Exactly. So regardless of the fact that they're way overrepresented in the legislative body, it's not enough, because the legislative body is not always going to be able to have this kind of impact on or the impact that they want, because the cruelty is the point. The goals are unimaginably bad. The goals are unimaginably restrictive. If you have the House of Representatives and the Senate duking it out to like fucking, I don't know, kill teenagers that want to get an abortion, that's going to be a real problem. CNN is going to cover it. But you can do that in the state of Mississippi and then have a Democratic administration's lawyers come and sue, take it all the way up to from the state Supreme Court, all the way to the fucking lower courts, to the federal court structure, all the way to the Supreme Court. And if you have justices and judges along the way that you have spent 40 fucking years putting into positions of power, they have a successful track of bringing it in front of the goddamn Supreme Court of the United States, which is currently packed as a supermajority conservative organization. And that is how they dominate. They don't have to do shit at the federal level. They can just claim states' rights. Now, of course, this won't stop them from engaging in actions that impact everyone at the federal level when they're in power. But ultimately, that is precisely how this works. That is how they've been doing it. And that actually brings me to the point I was making about Project 2025. Project 2025 is not new. I mean, they've branded it and are openly saying they're going to do it. And I don't think the Democrats are fear-mongering when they point to it. This is basically calling out your shot before you take it. They're flexing. But it's no different than what they've been doing, okay? They've been doing this. They have an ideological commitment to fascism. They have an ideological commitment to fascism, which is hyper-capitalist Christian nationalism in this country, okay? That is the way that fascism manifests in this nation, just like the late, great, oh my God, I'm forgetting, George Carlin once said, fascism doesn't come with swastikas in this country, it comes with a fucking smiley face. Okay? Draped up in the American flag with the Bible. This is just a way to basically tell all the soldiers, this is how we're going to do it. The reality, however, is that this is what they've been doing in perpetuity, for as long as I've known American politics. This is not new. So the question is, what has the Democratic Party done against it? What has the Democratic Party done against it in this last cycle, or even before? The answer is nothing. Or at least not much.